I'm seeing the guy got shot 3 months ago and she walks out to a Parochnik display. I mean, music. And it made me want to do things for the greater good. How do you carry on this legacy? I wanted to make sure that this dream meant something at the end of the day because, we're carrying on Charlie's legacy, continuing the legacy and making sure that this machine that my husband built outlives music, all of us. Is Erica Kirk doing to Charlie what Diddy did to Biggie? Comedian Tim Dillon just said out loud what a lot of people online have been whispering about. Erica doesn't look like she's grieving. She looks like she's celebrating. Erica has been on stage with Parochnik's music and shiny suits literally every other day since Charlie was assassinated. And yeah, sure, everyone grieves music differently, but no one grieves with fireworks entrances and merch tossing. Well, maybe one other person, Sean Diddy Music Mez. A lot of people are now saying that Erica is giving Diddy "I'll be missing you" vibes. The same way Diddy was on stage dancing music, just days after Biggie died, and then profited endlessly off his merch and legacy. And then let's not forget how Diddy ignored music, Biggie's family, and refused to give them rights to Big's music. And honestly, the way Erica has shut out Charlie's music, parents, while profiting massively from this tragedy. The energy is exactly the same. Now this is probably a coincidence, but both Erica and Diddy are November Scorpios. Music, but here's where it gets darker. You know how 50 Cent's documentary alluded that Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death, and that's why he was low-key celebrating when Biggie was gone. So music, what does this tell us about Erica? Why is she acting like losing her husband was the best thing that ever happened to her? I've never seen a human being bounce back like this. We are going to music. Get my husband's friend Jay Vance elected for 48 and the most valuable possible. All right, let's talk about how comedian Tom Dillon just clocked Erica Kirk's fake persona and said her music. Flashy Hollywood entrances felt elitist, performative, and completely out of touch with regular folks. To go out through a stream of fireworks and sparklers and stand there in a glittering pants and 3 months after your husband was killed. Many people feel that there is something off music about that, and we're starting to see that political people are the exact same thing as the Hollywood elites that they all love to dunk on. And we all look at this. This is Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the Kamala rally. This is deeply unsettling music to a lot of people. It feels like you're being played. You feel it. It seems off. And then Tom really went in saying Erica's entire media tour after Music Charlie's death is nothing but a calculated money grab. And it's all about keeping those donations flowing to TPUSA Music, now that Charlie's gone. You feel like this is a coordinated and choreographed spectacle so that you are played. They want your money. That's what they got mad at Candace about. They're like, why are you telling people not to give us money? She's also saying, you killed the guy. Why are you mad about the money? They're just mad that music they're not getting money, they want your money. But Tom didn't stop there. During another recent episode of his show, Tom called out Erica for that replica tent stunt at Amphist. And he said what every sane person has been thinking to themselves for the past 3 months. Music, something about Erica's behavior just isn't sitting right. Like the math is not mathing, and people are finally starting to say it out loud. And Erica Kirk, God bless. Tragic, and I'm sorry for what happened, but nobody knows why she's out there in a glittering pantsuit in a recreated tent that her husband tragically was murdered in throwing merch out. She's out there talking to Nicki Minaj. This is people are confused. What's going on? And those are the 3 words that sum up this whole entire mess that we've created. And now here's where it gets real messy. After music, Tom Dillon dragged Erica and said she's no better than your average fake Hollywood celebrity. Folks online started putting 2 and 2 together. And now people are noticing some real uncomfortable similarities between Erica and another controversial name, Sean Diddy Music, Mez. And what really got folks talking is the way has been moving since Charlie's death. Always glammed up doing back-to-back interviews, music, profiting off of Charlie's name and legacy, and just looking like a weight's been lifted off her shoulder. So, gave music assurance to people that Turning Point USA is continuing, and it is. Music, we are so blessed to have more work than we even have could ever dream of. I mean, it's beautiful. Music and turning point action, full steam ahead. I was there from the beginning of all of it. So now it's all starting to remind people way too much of how Diddy acted after Biggie passed. It's pretty much the same energy and same optics as when Diddy was dancing at the MTV Video Music Awards following Biggie's death. The only thing Diddy was missing was the Parochniks. Other than that, a lot of people on social media are saying it's giving Erica Kirk after Charlie died. Here are just some of the things folks are saying over on X. Erica Kirk really went to the Diddy school of mourning, huh? Diddy behaved like Erica Kirk after he got Biggie killed. Erica Kirk going on tour is very much giving Diddy after he killed Biggie and went on stage dancing around like nothing happened. And then some people are taking it even further and saying what 50 Cent music is to Diddy. That's what Candace Owens is to Erica. One user wrote, Candace Owens is to Erica Kirk what 50 Cent is to Diddy. Leave Erica alone, Candace. She's trying to enjoy her world tour, book promotion, and millions of dollars in peace, music, like any grieving widow would. Duh. Now, speaking of dollars, that's another point of comparison between Erica and Diddy. They music both profited massively after losing people they claimed were closest to them. In Erica's case, Candace claimed that TPUSA with music, Erica, as their CEO, rad over $140 million in just 3 months since Charlie died. But hey, maybe we should strike that. They made 40 million like music 2 nights ago at Mar-a-Lago. Maybe that feels kind of a little bit like let them be cash. Oh, and we've made more than separately from Mar-a-Lago. Music, Turning Point USA, since Charlie was killed, just so you guys know, this is a fact, has made more than $100 million. That is separate from the $40 million they made at Mar-a-Lago the other night. So since Charlie has died, that organization has taken in $140 million. Also, as the new CEO of TPUSA, Erica is expected to receive a salary similar music to what Charlie received. And according to the Daily Mail, TPUSA paid Charlie a combined salary of close to $400,000. But that's not all. There's also the whole life insurance thing. Charlie reportedly had a massive life insurance policy taken out on him back in 2023. And get this, it was allegedly taken out through a company that mysteriously music dissolved just 3 days before he died. People are saying the premiums alone were reportedly around $350,000 a year. Music. And now reports are circulating that Erica could have walked away with anywhere between 20 to 50 million music after Charlie's death. But guess what? That's still not enough for Erica. And now she's out here sending music, personally signed letters and begging people to give more money to TPUSA. So knowing all this, it's not surprising at all that people are comparing Erica to Diddy's behavior music after Biggie passed. Once Biggie was gone, people noticed real quick that Diddy was massively profiting from his death financially, culturally, music, and publicly. Meanwhile, Biggie's family was left fighting for scraps. Albums kept dropping, music, merch kept selling, documentaries kept rolling, and somehow Diddy was always front and center, music, positioned as the grieving best friend and the business mastermind. Diddy owned music, Biggie's publishing for decades while pretending to cry for him. He could have easily given the publishing back to music, Biggie's family in 1997, but he didn't. He kept it to himself. And that's why Biggie's kids never lived as lavishly as Diddy's music kids. In fact, Diddy turned Biggie's death into a whole brand. From his releases to anniversary tributes to documentaries he controlled, Biggie's legacy became a business model that made Diddy richer and more powerful. While Biggie's loved ones were pushed to the side and every time questions came up, Diddy stayed silent or wrapped it all in continuing Biggie's legacy talk. Biggie was the just the word can't really describe it. It is he's really the foundation of like almost everything I've done musically. And he's constantly amused of what I strive to be, and he's a definition of greatness. And that's music. Exactly why people can't stop talking about Erica and how she's been moving since Charlie passed. Folks online are pointing out how Erica is music, always front and center doing interviews, talking up Charlie's legacy and apparently profiting big time. Meanwhile, Charlie's own parents are nowhere to be seen, and Erica never even mentions them in public. Now, nobody's saying Erica caused what happened to Music Charlie, but people are definitely questioning how she's handling the aftermath. One user said, "Music. I hope my wife wouldn't take my assassination the same way as Erica Kirk. Only person who handled murder with more music. Excitement was how Diddy handled it.